to celebrate the day of graduation, the 4th of June, here are a couple brief and I think relevant notes for everybody. First of all, personally, I'm not going to spend too much time on worries. For an example, the wars on brinks. No, because I think life is about, optimizing and highlighting the quality time, isn't it? Yeah. And the another thing is that, time is relative, and for what you don't have patience today, a year or 2 or 3 years later, you will think that, oh, I should have had the patience back then. Time is so relative, so if you think a floor price is the result of the relativity in time within people. So in terms of your choices, when you think that there is a decision to be made and you kind of try to find a guideline for your decision, and then you see what others have done, and then you get back to your own decision. That is very careful time when you are between making your own decision or making the same decision that others have done before. Think about it. At those times of decision, the awareness, and what else? You can always ask yourself, what else? I let anybody to think that they should be the shoe, and you can optimize the efficiency. You can take the only when you can tweet only when you are taking the but after all, make sure that you are picking up the it's all yours. Keep it, and you are the But what has been brewing on my behalf is that when I to celebrate the graduations, and when I think my own high school times and post high school times, the time of the decisions, I found out that I would have, or I was lucky to find out that particular decisions of life are so much easier to be done, and you can improve and practice about the very particular sticking points where you need to develop when you have the right experiences at your hand from the right persons who have already done it. So what is that? It is the right book. in the right time at your hand. And I was lucky to find out that what I want to do, during my 20s, I want to note down the times of decision and what made me and my relative time, my relative environment, my relative thoughts, what made me to do the choices that made us. What are the choices that make us? Because I say us since everyone is doing their own decisions, so forth, but at the same time they are in relative time to others' decisions, and most importantly, they are in relation to other persons. So it is the decisions everybody make are, after all, the decisions that made us before you even make any decisions. There have been decisions, and there have been decisions, and there have been decisions. Before. And after those decisions, there are again the choices that made us. And that is going to be a very likely name for the third part of my book series, Living Relations Past and Distance. And one of my dreams since those graduation times has been that I would write down the relativity to the experiences that opened my eyes and made me say Eureka, and made me realize something what was not told anywhere to me. And those realizations led me to self-actualization, and the dream has been that I want to write the book of those experiences that could be read at any age, but whoever reads it, they will say that, I should have read this kind of book much earlier, I should have read this. So after this one, I could have made the decisions even more accurately, precisely, the betterment. And after that dream, there is the doubt that, a kid or child out there is perhaps worrying about their decisions of life, what they really want to do. And my dream was to ease out and soothe that worry with the book. Now, these days, reading a book requires a virtuous amount of patience. And remember what I said about patience in the beginning. These days, when you don't have patience for something, after 3 or 5 or 10 years, you will look back to this day and say to yourself, I should have had the patience to do this or that or such and such. With these brief thoughts, which I, go from the air where the steammen are still flying, a little bit less today because of the rains. Here, greetings from Finland, where the day has been like all seasons. It is raining, shining, raining, shining, raining, shining, and that is life, actually. It is constant ebb and flow, and still each of us are making decisions that become the choices that made us. And the subtitle will be all good, ? Right? That will be the most actualized dream that has come true on my life, finishing this massive book series that I attempt to write as such a timeless piece that it is no matter what age, whoever, whenever reads it, there will be the relativity that eases life. Because you know. And when you know, the decisions and the choices are easier. If they are even 10% easier than the rest, than for the rest of the people in the room, you are going to stand out. 10% makes the difference. And with these springful thoughts, it's going to be happy hot summer. Feels like it already. All the best. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Quality time. Have a nice day.